ABB Turbocharging presents the benefits of using original parts and original service. This is Jack. Jack is captain of a big container ship, the Marianne. He's happy that since his ship was equipped with an ABB turbocharger some years ago, the Marianne is at the peak of its operating efficiency. A fact that also pleases Alfred, the shipping company owner, who always wants to keep running costs as low as possible. When machinist Carl reports that a casing needs to be exchanged during maintenance work, Alfred checks his options and finds that instead of an original part, he can also buy a cheaper casing from a non-original parts manufacturer. He decides to order the non-original part as he sees no reason to spend more. Carl has a bad feeling about this, and indeed, problems start right after installing the non-original part into the Marianne. Jack keeps complaining to him because he experiences a significant loss in power. And when Alfred notices the Marianne's fuel bills have increased considerably, raising operating costs, he is no longer so pleased with his decision. The worst-case scenario happens sometime later, when a defect occurs on the open sea, resulting in the turbocharger exploding. Fortunately, Carl was working somewhere else at that moment. Otherwise, he could have been injured. Jack is happy that Carl is safe, but he now has troubles of his own. The Marianne is drifting on the high seas without power, and he has to call for an emergency response tug to tow the Marianne to the next harbor. Alfred now really regrets his decision. He has to pay for the emergency tug, compensate his customers' losses, and invest in a much bigger repair to the Marianne. And although he has insurance to cover these expenses, it's really hard for Alfred to convince the insurer to pay up, as the non-original part wasn't certificated. This means a lot of lost time and administrative costs. Alfred realizes that overall, it would have been far cheaper to use original parts in the first place, and this is what he'll do in the future. When it comes to repairing the Marianne, Alfred, Jack, and Carl rely on one of over 100 original service stations worldwide from ABB Turbocharging. Every part can be delivered within 24 hours and is installed by qualified ABB technicians who ensure the turbocharger is in top condition and safe. Within a few days, the Marianne can continue its voyage. Jack is happy that his ship is back producing its maximum power. Alfred is happy about its lower fuel consumption, reassured to know he has a worldwide guarantee on original parts and original service, and that his insurance will cover losses without question due to their certification. And finally, Carl can sleep well again, knowing the new ABB turbocharging casing will withstand an explosion and keep him safe. Original parts and original service from ABB Turbocharging.